Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'll here start off with my disclaimers and I'm going to get right into it. Not financial advice, anything I say is my own opinion. You're responsible for your own trades, and all the same about cats and dogs not being harmed in the making of this video. Okay, I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about what we saw last week. So we were talking about this, I guess that would have been on the 18th or so. So that was right around here when we were talking about this coming down a bit. So let's go ahead and take a look here at how this resolved. I'm going to go down to a 2-hour time frame just to get a little more subdivision here. So last time we talked, I said that we were going to do potentially an A, B, C, D, and then move down to an E. That didn't happen. So we broke out of this channel after we were consolidating up in this upper region of it pretty well. So I'm going to change this from an A, B, C, D, E to just a simple A, B, C correction, and that does look like that is what happened. So from up here at the top, we've got our A, and then we've got our B, and then an A, B, C to get down to the C. So this is right down here. So this correction here created what looks to be a 1, 2. Okay, so that is a sign that we're going to have more of a bullish impulse coming off of that. So let's just take a look for a moment here. I do believe this is the absolute bottom, and I don't think that we're going to penetrate that anytime soon. So what this looks like to me, and I guess let me just go ahead and pull out of this a bit. I'm going to talk about this P&L here in just a moment. So from down here, it looks like we did have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting up here to the 5. So let me just go ahead and mark this out. Because this does look like from this bottom down here, it looks like we've got a 1, and then moving down here we've got a 2, and then we're going to look to create the 3, 4, 5 on a different degree. Let's move this and create this just a primary degree there. So this is really what we're going to be looking at more long term here. So let's just take a look. Obviously this didn't happen, so I'm going to remove this P&L for the time being, and let's take a look at this impulse that we now have moving here on this 3. So this channel that we have broke through pretty clean. You can see that breaking through pretty clear right here. We were able to push through, we broke through, and we had a nice impulsive move off of that, close to our first resistance level, which we were talking about on our video last Friday. So that seems to have played out fairly well, although we didn't get down to our buy zone, which is right here at about $2. Okay, so I want to take a look at this from a couple different angles. Okay, so I want to take a look at this from both a bearish and a bullish perspective. So from the bearish perspective, let's take a look, and this is going to be, I'm looking at this for the first time with you guys, so we'll be very fluid with this. Going from the top to the bottom there, we kicked right off of the 618, so we had clean rejection off of the 618. So from a bearish perspective, our target, is right back down here at $2. This may take some time, and we actually may get a retest on the top side of this trend line. So depending on how long this takes, again, this is a bearish perspective, we might still come back down here to this $2 range and test the $2 range. That would mean that this count 2 is going to come down even further, which again, looking at this impulsive move from this all the way up to up here, we have $2 as right between our 618 and our 65. So this is, even though we didn't come down to our zone on that impulse, this is still a good target for us to be looking at. Anywhere between $1.98 and $2.03, that's going to be our bullish retrace. And also, this is also our algo target if this 618 manages to hold. So those are important levels to pay attention to. So the negative 236 on this, this bearish throwback up here to the 618, this is going to have us targeting $2 almost right on the money. And I didn't get my, I didn't get my tops and my bottoms perfect, but we are looking right there around $2. And going from the swing bottom or the swing low all the way up to the swing high, we're looking at, another golden zone right here at the $2 range. So I would fully expect, if we are going to manage to get down here to $2, I fully expect that to B, it'd be extremely strong as far as support goes. If we do break through $1.98 or so, then I would expect much lower targets, but I do expect this to have a reaction of some kind. So that is going to be my bearish view on Chainlink for the time being. So again, we're still looking at that $2 range. But from a bullish perspective, let's take a look at this. I'm going to take my trend-based Fibonacci extension. I'm going to start here where I'm proposing the bottom of this wave 2 is, going up to the top, basically looking at a 1, 2. And, you know, it's going to be really hard for me to have a really bullish perspective on this because we stopped at the 123.6. For me to be bullish on this, we need to find support, you know, at $2.50 or higher. Right now we're at 258, so we can't go down more than about 8 cents from where we're at right now. We have to find our support in this zone right here. So let me just go ahead and zoom in on this so I can get a good, you know, a good line or a good level on this. So right here at right at $2.50, we have to find support at or above $2.50. If we're able to do that, then I would expect that we can reach this 1618, which is at $2.81. You know, this does look like we have a little bit of a flag going on here, so this might be the remnants of a wave 4 in a larger 3. So when I say that again, you know, I'm looking at this as a potential 1, 2, and then going up here to a 3, coming down again, 4, and then going up for our 5, which is going to be a little bit higher, and this is going to be on a lower degree. So we'll do this on a minor. Give it a slightly different color, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at this wave 3 that we have going on here, and on a lower degree, yeah, it's going to be really hard for me to get some subdivision on a 2-hour time frame, but this is looking more like a 1 right here, looking at a 2, and then a 3, looking at a 4 as a wedge, and then moving up here to a 5, again on an even smaller degree. So let's move this to a minuet, and then we'll go ahead and give this a different color as well. And so we're looking for that to finish the 3. So for this to hold, you know, we're still looking at $2.50. If we break 250, we're likely going lower. For this impulse that we're looking at here, this 1, 2, 3, working on the 4 right now to go into the 5, you know, what I'm going to be looking at is this swing low right here. So I'm going to be looking at this as being our area that we're going to need to keep support for this impulsive move up to the 3. I do think over time we'll go down to $2.50, and you know, it's still going to remain to be seen how this all resolves, but this is going to be what I'm going to be looking at from a bullish perspective. So we're looking at this being the 3. Let me zoom out here and get this. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then moving down here to the 4, and then our 5 likely is going to come up here. Somewhere in this range. You know, the target technically is up here at about $3.13. This would be what completes our wave 3. Yeah, that's not even tall enough. So likely it's going to go higher than that if this is bullish, because then we're going to have to come down here to $3, find that as support, and move ourselves even higher. So you know, this is going to remain to be seen. So I'm gonna wait to put out any targets on this. I do think that we are in a bit of a consolidation. We are likely going to stop there at $2.80 if we go bullish, to pull back. I'm going to say the pullback is probably going to stop about $2.50 to $2.60 back here in the same consolidation zone, and then finally move our way up even higher, right? So we'll wait and see how that all happens, but this is kind of my bullish scenario where we're here consolidating. We're going to go up to our 3rd. We're going to pull back down here to the 4 before we move up to the 5, and that 5 wave is likely going to be our it's likely going to be our wave 3 on our much larger impulse. So you know, so potentially we're looking at over $3 here in the next probably a week or two if this is bullish. Again, we're still looking for a pullback to $2 for a bearish scenario. If we do get rejection here, and if we do get rejection here, this would lend to be more of an ABC correction, and that would mean that this isn't an ABC. This is more of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving our way down here, which would indicate that we've got much lower targets. Although I don't really expect that to happen unless Bitcoin does roll over, like some people are saying that it will. I myself have been talking about 7,500 for a long time. I've been a buyer on Bitcoin from about 7,900 layers down to 7,500, and I've been telling everybody on the Discord server to do that as well. Again, if you'd like an invite to the Discord server, just shoot me a message, throw in a comment. I'll get you an invite. It doesn't cost anything for you to join. So just shoot me a message. I'll get that out to you. If you like the videos that I've been putting out, feel free to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and all of that, because we're all in here for the same reason, and I'm more than happy to share my opinions on the market. So I'll go ahead and end it for now. Quick 10 minutes on Chainlink. But if there's anything you'd like for me to look at, feel free to shoot a comment, and I'll be more than happy to do that. So have a good day, everyone, and I'll talk to you all later. And I'll do other video updates on Bitcoin, Holochain, and others here.